guess who's back and who is feeling awesome? Me! Now, I know that some of you concerned citizens are wondering why in the world I don't have my glasses on, and it's simple. My little sister broke them. Yeah, she either stepped on him or threw a Barbie at him, which I don't know which one to believe right now. I'm kind of saddened with the stepping, because you can't throw a Barbie and break glasses. But you know, whatever, it's fine. So yeah, I don't have glasses. Another thing you might have noticed is that my hair is absolutely crazy, and that's pretty much because I was too lazy to straighten it. So today I'm going to talk about my 10 pet peeves, because I realize that I do have a lot of them. So number one is definitely tapping. It's a huge thing with me. I don't know. It doesn't have to do with the number of times people tap. It's just tapping. Like if you're sitting in class and you have like your pencil, we'll pretend that this is a pencil because I'm too lazy to get one, and you're sitting there tapping, you know, you're doing a test, and you're doing this, and I lean over, and I'm like, hey, can you stop? I can't concentrate. You're like, oh yeah, okay, it's fine. You know, 10 minutes later, you're sitting there, I'm like, you know, leaning over, I'm like, oh, you know, you're doing that thing again, and then you're like, oh, it's okay, like, I got it, okay? But the third time you are sitting there going like this, I'll probably snatch it, chuck it, because I just hate it so much. So, number two is when people who can't sing choose to. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, people who can carry a melody. I'm talking about people who can't, like, even hold a melody, can't sing on key. You know, they just don't. And then they post, like, 50 videos of themselves singing, and people sit there and tell them how wonderful they are. And I'm just sitting here like, no, you're not. So if you post a singing video and I just like it, that probably means, no offense, that you can't sing. Either that, or I will comment and tell you that you're amazing. Either that, or I'm just too lazy to do any of these altogether. So number three is people who don't understand sarcasm. It's literally like my second language. Everything I say is sarcastic almost. If I say, oh my gosh, you're such a terrible person, and then I smile right afterwards, don't take it to heart, you know? Just blow it off. Just be like, oh, she's being sarcastic. Don't sit there and be like, you really think I'm terrible? Or, you know, if I tell you, if I'm like, oh, I hate you, I don't mean it. It's just something I say because it makes sense. Because maybe I just need to say things that don't really matter today. So, number four, I realize that this happens a lot, like, with the guys that I hang out with at school. So, you'll tell a funny joke, you know, you'll be like, knock knock, or, what kind of cheese isn't yours? Oh, nacho cheese. And, you know, people will laugh, and, you know, it's funny the first time people say it, but then people start adding it into things that really, it doesn't make sense, you know? They say, oh, well, why don't we just go down to the store so we can get some cheese that's not yours, you know, nacho cheese. And it's just like stuff like that, like, you ruined it. You ruined the joke. Why couldn't you have just, you know, left it alone? Thanks. Number five, it's when girls say, I'm not pretty, I'm fat, I'm ugly, like, all of that. Okay, we understand that you're not secure about it, but okay, the only reason you're doing this is so that people can comment and tell you how beautiful you are, because you honestly are. And people do not understand that. Like, I'm not sitting here telling you all my insecurities, because I can live with myself, okay? I am happy the way I am, and, you know, I don't need people to tell me that I am gorgeous to think that I, you know, am gorgeous. Like, I know I am. Okay. But seriously, girls, come on, get it together. Okay, so right now, this is number 7. I hate when teachers really tear apart things that don't need to be torn apart. For example, like I was talking about earlier, Miss Bestwick, she's my English teacher. She is tearing apart Romeo and Juliet. Okay, it's a great play, and you know, the script is really fun to read, but I don't feel the need to go through each and every line and describe what they mean. And I don't need to watch all 3 versions of Romeo and Juliet to understand the plot and what happens. I understand that he uses a poem form, and that maybe what he's saying isn't what he means. But we do not need to go through every freaking scene to understand what the crap is going on. So number 7 is is when people overly use fake cuss words. Now, I'm not talking about like holy freak or, you know, stuff like that, because I do that. But I'm talking about when people are like that son of a biscuit, why did he steal my pencil? Holy cows on a Thursday morning, he's a jerk face. He needs to go straight to where people should never go. You know, holy shamu! It's stuff like that. Like, no, please stop. Just say something else. Just don't say it. Just say holy cow or shamu. Shamu does not need to be brought into this comment. So number 8 is kind of touchy. It's when bigger girls wear they don't wear size appropriate clothing. Girls, we really do not want to see your jelly rolls and your cottage cheese on the back of your legs. Now, I'm not saying that if you're, you know, if you're thick and proud and you wear tank tops and you know, fingertip shorts, like, that's fine. But if you're like 500 pounds and wearing tube tops and booty shorts, nobody wants to see that. Nobody. It's not attractive. Guys aren't gonna look at you as you're going by and say, oh my gosh, she's got 20 rolls and oh, she's gonna be my babe someday. Get it together, ladies. So number 9 is definitely when guys are on like 30 different girls, okay? He's calling one girl babe, he's calling the other one cute, he's calling the other one sweetheart, and you know, he's like, who wants to talk? Who wants to be my babe? Like on Facebook and stuff. I only got one thing to say to that. Oh, I'm sorry, did you want some? And number 10. It's gonna have to be when people post more than 3 things on Facebook daily. Okay? If you're reposting videos and pictures, that's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. But when people post a picture of themselves every day along with 16 statuses of how their day is going, or they just post random things that really don't make sense to anyone but themselves, it's annoying. I know a couple of friends that do that. They post like eating ravioli. No one needs to know. No one cares. So this is my video for today. Thanks. First off, I want to say thanks to Greg and Alexa for helping me find out what I was gonna do for this video, and also a shout out to Katie because she's like my #1 fan, and yeah. Hi, Katie. So I'll see you guys the next time I get a brilliant freaking idea of a video, and pray that I feel better. Just kidding. And let's hope that I feel better by next time, and that I'll be like fully, you know, back to my normal self. So, bye guys.